I'm easily astounded. For example, when I see a movie that is, in my opinion, so brilliant, and looks so great, and sounds so great, I don't understand how it doesn't do well at the office, and how it doesn't do well in the future. For this example, I'm going with Atlantis. If you haven't seen it, it may be its own lost treasure at this point. This was a fantastic movie from a company that at that point was mostly known for singing and dancing. I heard a rumor that on the production of this movie, people actually went around wearing shirts that said something like no songs or music for this movie, or okay, anyway. They defied that convention and made an absolutely fascinating sci-fi story about this lost city and this race of people and these gems. It was so interesting. It was so unique because everyone's heard Atlantis and the it all has its own mythos at this point, but this was Disney's first take on it, and it was such a cool take on it. And of course, the characters were all fascinating. Every character had their own distinct personality and backstory and hilarious lines. Honestly, they could have become their own like kids TV show or something. I could see them like working alongside the Avengers or whatever. They were all so fun, and you really cared about each of them, and you wanted to see more of what they would do. Which is why it became such a shock when it turned out most of them were villains. Even though they did the right thing eventually, it was still pretty shocking to see what their initiative was all along. But that's again what made the story so great, because you just didn't know it came out of nowhere. And oh my god, how much do I love Kita? I mean, I apologize if I'm pronouncing it wrong, if it's Kita or Kita. I admit it's been a while. Um, she is a Disney princess technically, who becomes queen at the end of the movie. So I guess that's one reason they can use not to have her in the line, which is still stupid. She was a person of color, and she kicked ass. Um, she wasn't really held captive for long, and she could hold her own, and she was smart, and she was brave, and she was funny, and she was just so amazing. She was such a great role model. To be honest, I think we really need more princesses like her. I think we need more animated characters in general like her, because she was so smart. She didn't take anybody's crap, and she was so curious about everything, and not in a naive little girl kind of way. She was careful, but at the same time, she really just wanted to know. She was she was smart. She was pretty, which is okay. That's not important, but still, she was everything you'd want in a hero and a heroine. And the convention of having Milo, or Milo again, I apologize for getting the names wrong, stay behind with her was kind of new and neat, and it worked. And it was kind of a good, not exactly cliffhanger, but it left the door kind of open for future adventures, or just at least wondering what would happen, which I enjoyed. Admittedly, they did get a sequel, a direct-to-video sequel. It's not that good. It's it was kind of supposed to be a pilot for their own TV show, but if it was given to follow that kind of formula and bad quality, then I'm kind of glad it wasn't a TV show, because it just didn't match up. But Atlantis on its own is fantastic. The jokes always have me reeling. It's comedy for both kids and adults. It's not gonna go over their heads too much. Well, it's not grossing out or making any terrible innuendos up there. It's action packed, but the romance isn't shoved in your face. It's really natural. It's such a good movie that I seriously don't get why it didn't do better. Why people didn't go around shoving their friends in the theaters. You've got to see this amazing thing! Why aren't you seeing it now? And I'm so disappointed that Disney doesn't try to, push it itself. I think it would still do well in this day and age, because this is kind of like a timeless movie, considering where it is. There are face characters and some mascot characters for this movie, but they are extremely rare. Again, a huge disappointment. I would love to hug Bridget. I don't know what else I could say that you really couldn't learn from watching this movie. I insist you watch it. Even if you've seen it before, watch it again. Oh my god, it's so much fun. The voice acting, the animation, the music in the background, it's fantastic. How can you not like this movie? I would seriously have to ask you why you wouldn't like this movie. So stop watching me. Go watch it. Go watch it now. What are you waiting for?